Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Red Bones gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, for right now, he's just allowing over a base runner per inning. That's very good for a starting pitcher. It tells me that he keeps his team in the game every inning. And really, if you win the innings, you're going to win the game in the end.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Arizona, second baseman, number 9.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
And Matt, the other thing, both teams are on a winning streak right now. I love watching good baseball. So nothing's better than watching two teams that are on a winning streak collide. So we're going to get some good baseball hopefully in this game.
And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup and he stayed right on it and just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
And another foul ball.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Tyler Goodell will be next. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
One and one. Here it comes. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Out of play. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Just got a piece up the line. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
You want to talk about speed? Watch him here on this isolation replay. Is he flying or what? I love how smooth he runs, and he just bursted down the line.
Digging in, Alex Light having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matt, it seems like Drummond is pretty reasonable back there. He's consistent. You don't see many guys rubbernecking calls on him.
First and second here with nobody out. And there's ball 2 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3.
Well, now he's falling behind 3-1, and all the pitches have been down. He's trying to get that double play ball, but the strategy has to change now. Now he's got to throw a strike.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Into the box, Ben Casto. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This situation right here, 1-0 with the bases loaded, you got to stay patient. Just be specific and patient. Get your pitch, but make sure it's where you want it.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Chop foul wide of first. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got the power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He's just thrashing out there right now. I don't think he knows where anything is going.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
Curveball that time, not even close.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And that one stayed up a little high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box, Blake the Kid, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He enters play here at 288, 8 home runs and 30 RBIs. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. D-backs out in front, 2-0. Number 10 will be on the mound for the series opener. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, looking at his numbers, he's got 3 times the strikeouts to walks, and what that tells me, that's very good. He's going to dominate hitters. His stuff is electric. And if he continues to keep guys off balance and not walk hitters, he'll continue to have a successful season. We'll see if he's able to execute that game plan in this game.
Now at the plate, John Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Well, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit high.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Outside, 3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He hit over 400 last month. Watching him, it seemed like everything clicked. I want to see if he can carry it through this month as well.
Now in the box, David Hampton. Back on Wednesday, it was a 1-for-5 performance for him. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1.
91-mile-an-hour slider. Man alive, there's not many people that throw that one right there. That is an elite group right there. I would throw that pitch every time.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Bolero is there for it. 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Schoolboy Wiz.
Into the box now, Schoolboy Wiz. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Now here it comes. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And the pitch. To short, hit hard. Casto gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Aaron Judge.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I'm a little surprised right now. He finds himself down 0-2, but he has been extremely hot. But the surprise is they're coming after him, even on this hot streak.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs.
Batting
In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that stationed standard baseball.
Digging in the switch hitter, Michael Bolero. Ball 1.
No strike.
Here it comes. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
That's the game changer right there. That's the difference between great and good. This is why he's great. He's able to put a ball in the corner where most guys can't.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled back.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Standing in now, number 10. As he grounds one briskly to short. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Wow, great hustle from the pitcher right there to beat up that infield single. I'm just curious, will it wear him out now when he gets back on the mound next half inning?
Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A runner on first with 2 away. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona, but they're on top 2-0. So striding forward now, Chris Helm. He's currently tied for 2nd place on the team in home runs.
Helm.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 2-1 on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, let's take a look at the Diamondbacks defense, brought to you by Majestic. And these guys can really pick it. They have the highest percentage fielding in the National League. When you do that, you win games. I love watching them play defense.
Standing in, Leo Bryant, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So digging in now, Money Mock. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Nate Primetime.
Stepping into the box, Nate Primetime. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the .330 mark on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. Bryant is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing into pull. But he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score. And that was a great piece of hitting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
From the stretch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. in the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, and a neck-high fastball that time.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Light will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Striding in once again, Tyler Goodell. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Tyler Goodell.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there. And it's 2-2 now.
Wow, that's a little bit of a surprise. You don't see too many ugly swings from him. He's having such a great year. You'd think he's on most things all the time.
3-2 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Center fielder number 34, Alex Light.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Alex Light. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
The count is 2-1.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Hit hard up the middle. Prime time, ranging up the middle, and a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Now batting, shortstop, Ben Casto.
Digging in to try it again, Ben Casto. Here's a high fastball that's fouled off to the right of the catcher here for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They lead it 2-1. Now to the plate, Red Bones. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Bones.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Goodell will wait on it. And he's got it for the first out.
The catcher, number 9, John Anderson.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Anderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Baez with the bare hand. Hats off to that one.
He's going to get a lot of praise from his pitcher after a play like that. A textbook example of a player staying in control of his body and finishing with a strong, accurate throw to the base.
Stepping in now, David Hampton. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Line drive to left. Goodell is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They're down 2-1. Now at the plate, Ketel Marte. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
First baseman number 4, Ketel Marte.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Now here's the pitch. 2-0.
2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Wiz is underneath this one. And he's got it for out number one.
Now batting, catcher, Blake, the kid.
Now batting, Blake, the kid, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Well, he really struggled in the first inning. Say struggled is kind. He really had a bad first. But, man, he's made a nice adjustment now and is really starting to dominate this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Nice job of hitting the ball where it's pitched. There's no way he's able to take it through that hole if he tries to pull it. Stayed with it and drove it into right field.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now a pickoff play at second, just keeping him float. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Well, that was a curveball looking right there. I tell you what, that was a nice curve. Just really froze him. Good breaking ball.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Michael Valero will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's another 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, number 10. Slow roller back to the mound. On to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They still lead it 2-1. Stepping in, Schoolboy Wiz. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Wiz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
And this is fouled straight back. The 0-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious gas. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Helm. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bullet back up the middle. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box now, Leo Bryant, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll come into play at 317. 9 homers and 25 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Our score remains 2-1. Here's Javier Baez. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
Fastball called for strike 2. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to short. Prime time. Scoops it up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 2, Tyler Goodell.
Ready once again. Tyler Goodell. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
A called strike over the outside corner.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. In the air to left. Mock over to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Alex Light.
Digging in once again, Alex Light. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is a well-conditioned pitcher right here. His stamina is showing up. He's still throwing in the high 90s, and it's late in the game. Man, he's in shape.
5th inning. 2-1 our score. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Striding into the box, Money Mock comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Mock.
Now the pitch. Grounded to the right. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Nate Primetime. First offering on its way. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. And this is going to be a foul ball.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's Baez on to first, and there were 2 down. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Marte is there, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Striding in once again, Ben Pasto. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. 1-0 pitch on the way. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
First baseman number 4, Ketel Marte.
Ready once again, Ketel Marte. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. He pulls this one into right, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
7 games. Hey, that's 1 week of swinging bat pretty good. He's comfortable right now.
Blake, the Kid.
Ready for another chance. Blake, the Kid, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Well, that looked like a good pitch to hit right there. I thought he might be swinging 2-0, but that's what makes him such a good hitter. He's really zeroing in on his spot. He got the fastball he's looking for, but it wasn't in the location.
Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Number 19 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 19.
Aaron Judge will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Has a look, now the pitch. In there, 0-1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important. To get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
First and second now, one man out. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Bolero. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Well, he's got himself in a little bit of a jam, but I tell you what, he does as good a job as anybody. First and second, 2 outs. Now watch how he pitches on the corners and tries to get himself out of this.
Comes set with the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They lead it 2-1. Addison Russell is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Addison.
And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. That average way up there to start things out. 8 home runs and 21 driven in. Now here's the pitch. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Line to the right side, and the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Into the box, John Anderson. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here's another 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
Set to deal on 2-2. On the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Matt, that's a big base hit. I want to see now, can he get guys out from the stretch? He retired a lot of guys in a row out of that windup. Now he's in the stretch. Let's see if they can get to him out of the stretch.
Standing in now, David Hampton. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard but fouled to the left, and they'll try it again. Now another 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. He's set. Here it comes. Schoolboy Wiz is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, this is one of those good news, bad news situations. The good news is you fooled the hitter and he swings through the pitch. The bad news is the pitch wasn't even in the same zip code as the strike zone, and it goes as a wild pitch.
2 out here and a runner at second. And this is fouled back and out of play. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. We're on to the seventh with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Justin Grimm is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52, Justin Grimm.
Digging in once again, number 10. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. The pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now here it comes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. One and two. Here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Stepping in, Javier Baez. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Tyler Goodell will be next. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. The pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. The high fastball is in there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Light. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch. In the dirt. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Here's a ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. In to score, the runner from second. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, that base hit right there gives him 2-run cushion. When you have a 2-run cushion late in the game, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
In now, Ben Casto. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Diamondbacks get one, and it comes on the RBI triple. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 3-1 Arizona. Ready for another shot now. Chris Helm. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Stepping up to the plate, Leo Bryant, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Well, you got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Now a throw over to first. Back in standing. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's safe.
Well, I tell you, Matt, right there, man, that was an interesting play because the defense is playing so deep, they're playing no doubles. I just feel like if they were in at a normal depth, they would have caught that ball.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Enrique Burgos comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Money Mock will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
At the plate, Nate Primetime, who's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
Boy, it's really fun for me watching this vet out there battling in this tough spot. We've seen him in jams like this many times before, so he has plenty of experience to be able to get out of these kind of jams. And he's thinking more about that than the task at hand, which is getting this hitter out.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
3-1. Here it is. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
So striding in, Chris Bryant, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Heading after it is Judge. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Hey, that was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Alan Henson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Alan Henson.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get one at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
Now the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. And he will knock this ball away in foul territory. And if that was fair, it likely would have meant a run. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down.